Dr. Larry Levin. I am the owner of the Dental Design Studios. It's a group of practices, and we have 13 practices around the country at the moment. And I've been in dentistry for many, many years now, for over 35 years, and enjoyed every minute of it.
My name is Sherer. I'm also a dentist. I qualified from Leeds in 2000. Larry and I have been working together in partnership as the Dental Design Studio since 2005, and we've gradually built our business over the years with more and more branches coming on board. We're really passionate about dentistry, we believe in what we do, and we're thankful to some of the other professionals like Aaron and accountants that have helped us on our journey.
I personally think our challenges are faced on a number of fronts. One is dealing with NHS. That brings on its own challenges, and then you've got to be thinking about whether you're going to be developing in the private sector, and two is obviously how you best maintain all your patients and keep them going.
Okay. Sure, I definitely would mirror what Larry says about the challenges of working within the NHS and dealing with the NHS organisation as a whole has been challenging at times. And I think just to keep motivation sometimes when things are not going so well in various practices, and to sort of step into potentially difficult or hostile environment and reassure everyone that things are going well and turning practices around that might have problems. You have to have a lot of self-belief, and you have to have a lot of determination, and sometimes that's hard because you may doubt yourself and your ability, but working together as partners, it's been very, very good to have someone else who you know is on your team and help you to get where you want to be.
Yeah, I think that's actually been a very big plus factor of our organisation, is how well Jeff and I have actually worked together. You know, as partners, we've probably not had one single major fight or argument in the 15 years that we've been working together. And I think we both have a very similar work culture. Actually, we both work very hard, but in the same token, we're both there to try and understand the others sort of needs in terms of a working industry. So as soon as one person is feeling the strain a little bit, the other person tends to pick it up, and kind of we bounce it off each other like that. I personally would say I think you should develop your dentistry first, be comfortable in your dentistry prior to wanting to just jump in and own a practice. There's a lot of difficulties having a practice. There's a lot of good factors, but there's a lot of difficulties in having a practice. So understand your dentistry, be confident, know what you're doing, having sort of developed that side of things, and then you can go in and get a practice.
Okay. Sure, I certainly think my advice to young dentists, or my advice to my younger self, would be to try and work as much as you can while you're young, because you never know what life's going to throw at you, and putting in the effort and the time and energy in your early years, working as many hours or clinics as you can to earn as much as you can, is a really good thing, because later down the line it gives you that freedom to be able to make your life decisions. If you find that you want to have a family in the future, that might mean that you're not working so much, but if you've worked hard in the early years, you've put yourself on a good financial platform that you can make those decisions.
It's difficult to know where dentistry is going. I think I always look at the plus side of things, and I think that dentistry will get more and more exciting as we develop. You know, the waters will move a little bit, you know, but at the end of the day, I think dentistry is a growing profession. I think people in the UK have very much become a little bit more on board with good dental health generally. So I think they are much more sort of happier to spend money on their teeth, which they weren't so happy to do X amount of years ago. Cosmetic dentistry is growing, implanted sections growing, you know, private dentistry has grown dramatically. But in the same token, I think there is still room in the NHS, for the NHS. And I think it is quite important that we are able to offer that kind of service to the masses as well.
Sure.
You know.
Sure.
I mean, certainly everyone's got teeth. The majority of people have teeth, and those who don't have teeth can be provided with teeth. So I think that dentistry is a growing industry as the population grows and people live longer. There's more and more opportunities for dentistry, and I also believe that people are much more savvy now about dentistry with internet and YouTube and things. They can actually see what is available, and that actually spurs on demand. Whereas in the past, people were perhaps not aware of what different options were available to them. So I certainly think dentistry is going to be an increasingly growing market, and it's one field that is to a degree immune from the sort of online retailers. You know, people can't get their dentistry from Amazon, well, at least not yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
So that's something where they have to go to the dentist. And people, I think, have got a very heavy vested interest in their dentist. They consider their dental practice their dentist, my dentist, and therefore it's something that is going to just grow and grow, because effectively there's only a certain number of people who can provide the service, and the population as a whole is growing and demand is growing.
For us personally, it's been very good. You know, since we've been on board, whenever we've wanted something, they've been there to be able to facilitate that. And I think, you know, you asked the question, Aaron, about, you know, what advice we would give like a young dentist coming into the business. I think they've got to get good people behind them. I think they've got to work with good companies, you know, work with good accountants, work with good solicitors if they are purchasing something, you know, banks and things like that. It's not a business you can just do purely on your own. So, you know, if you are thinking about sort of trying to cut corners in places, it doesn't really work. I think the best thing to do is to have a good team around you, and it's not just about the dental team, it's about the support team, your wider spread support team as well.
And certainly the thing I found the best thing about working with yourselves and Samera is that the honesty has been really good in terms of saying things like sharing your personal experiences. Because you have an understanding of the dental industry, you share our experiences and you understand the trials and tribulations that we have. I think sometimes you can have an accountant who maybe only has one or two dentists on their books, so they don't really understand the industry and the challenges that dental practices and dental businesses face. So I think that's been really important to me, to sort of be able to talk on a one-to-one level and to give honest advice that's relevant, and also to have a view of helping us to work with us as a sort of strategic partner to help our business grow as well.
I would thoroughly recommend Samera. You know, we've had very good working relationships so far, and they've been excellent. I can't fault them. So I would definitely recommend Samera.
Thank you.
So I would recommend Samera, and I suppose the best evidence of that is the fact that we're working with them now, and they are our accounting firm and our advisors, and if we weren't happy with them and we didn't believe in them, we wouldn't be working with them. So that's probably the best testimonial we can give.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. It's great having you as clients. It's wonderful having clients like you who are responsive, who are receptive to ideas, and we can work with, and we have good chemistry with as well. That's important.
Sure. Yeah, thanks so much. We really enjoyed it.
We've enjoyed the ride so far.
Yeah, we're looking forward to
we'll make it even more interesting as we go along.
It's definitely good.
Yeah, it's just like, it's been good to know you actually, and
Thank you.
appreciate it.